Here's the objection, and this is what it sounds like. Payment's $500 with nothing. It's $540 with the service contract. I'll do a term of $600, I guess. I don't know at 100, but the 100,000. So it sounds something like this. I don't want to buy it later. Never bought them before, or just simply, look, 500. I was wanting to be at 250 when I walked in. I'm already at 500. I don't want to go any higher. My wife's going to kill me, or whatever. I can't afford it anymore. $40 is too much. All those things is the same objection. My conclusion, okay, based off what everybody said. So here's a theory. Look, it's easier to budget a little bit of money per month and not have to worry about giant repairs. That is basically the message, okay? So my conclusion that I want my customer to know is what? VSC basically fixes payment or budget, okay? So when I get down here and I have my close, which is, can you see how? It's going to be, can you see how the VSC fixes your payment, or fixes your budget, however you want to say that, or what you just said, which was great. So I'm not shooting that down because it verifies what you just said. So anytime you get a new product, you get an objection, you want to try to think of how to do it. It's a formula. Literally, it's like, okay, what I want my customer to understand when I'm done. Okay, whatever that is, I need to say, can you see how? And that makes sense. Okay, so now, don't really have the qualifying question. The way we have it is really this. Let me understand this right. I get it. You like the idea of having the coverage, but the $40 a month is too much. You'd rather be at $500 a month. That's my qualifying question. Yes, they just admitted that's the reason, okay? And then you isolate, like what Pack says, which I don't really throw in the class, but I'm glad you said it. Isolate the $40 you're talking about. It's not 500, right? Need awareness. Sell me the problem. So you got need satisfaction. So this is sell the problem, this is sell the product. Okay, the problem is they don't have a service contract and they have a bunch of repairs and $2,500. Well, that doesn't fit in the $500 they said is too much to pay to begin with, right? The need satisfaction is a service contract coming in and fixing their budget, so they don't have to pay any extra money out of pocket, and then can you see how? But here's how it's phrased. Pax, I get it, man. Look, my job here is to make sure I explain everything correctly. And this is on the menu, by the way. They just said they don't want to buy anything. They want to be $500 a month. Yeah, we can have this payment of $500, zero issues. Did I explain everything the right way to you? Feel comfortable why we have all the things available to you? Yeah. Okay. I want to take you through one scenario because I see your $500 as your lowest payment. However, it is not your best payment, in my opinion. And the reason is basically really what you talked about. So, real quick, let's imagine you're driving, it's 3 years, you got 50,000 miles on your car, you're driving by our dealership. And if you notice, it's the same story, okay? Driving by our dealership, you're coming right down here on this, whatever road that is, you would know the road because you're there. Passing the road, you get near a dealership, and all of a sudden you hit the gas, what's happening? All of a sudden the lights on your dash start flashing, and then your car starts shaking, you're able to pull it over, you don't get in an accident, the car just slams and stops, and then you got steam coming out. But you're in front of our dealership. At that moment in time, you're out of warranty, and that just happened to your car. What is going on in your head at that moment? Yeah, you're freaking out, right? So luckily we see you, so you don't have to pay a tow. We grab your car, we push it over to the service department. You're sitting in our, sitting in the service waiting room, waiting like 3 hours for them to diagnose your car to figure out what it is because you got steam coming out, all the check engine lights came on. And let's say the service writer comes out and goes, Pax, I got some good news for you, buddy. Your car, the thermostat went, which caused that to happen, but it didn't do any major damage really to your car. So, for us to fix it today, it's only going to be about $140 to repair. How would you feel about that? Yeah, not a big deal because that month you have your $500 payment. $500 payment plus the $140, that gives you $640. Now I know $640 doesn't fit in your monthly budget, not where you want to be payment-wise, but if you had that happen one month, make it happen, right? What does the $140 represent, by the way? $100 deductible and the $40 bump. okay? It's important that you take them through this story because I just got them to admit that they could afford that 1 month. It's important, not a big deal. That's why you do it this way. Same scenario. They come out and go, oh, Pax, I apologize, man. Your engine overheated, engine block cracked, I gotta replace your whole engine. That engine with everything that we got put together is gonna cost you $6,500 to get your car to run again. How'd you feel then? No, you're upset. Look, and then this happens. We see claims like this all the time. And, I use an engine as an example, but we see it with computers all the time because we can't repair them. These navs and everything in your car are like $3,000 a piece. But what would happen to you that month is you would have to fix your car, $6,500. You would either have to pay with a check, put on a credit card, however you're going to do it. Plus you have your $500 car payment. That gives you a payment of $7,000 that month. That doesn't fit in anybody's budget, I know. And you would hate to have that, correct? Yeah. Okay. That's also on the problem. Good news. The reason why we pitch service contract, the reason it's our number one issue and why I'm bringing this back up to you is we had the service contract, we're going to more than double your factory warranty because it's going to go all the way to 6 years, but it's going to cover you up to 100,000 miles how you drive. If you have any of these issues, whether a thermostat goes, it's a cheap repair, whether it's a $6,500 repair, whether it's a computer system is $3,000, all you have to do is come in and pay your $100 deductible. Worst case scenario you will ever be in a month is $640. You're never going to see this. That's what our service contract's going to do for you. Now, I really can close one or two ways here. I can go, can you see how the service contract's actually protecting your budget for you? Yes. Or I can go, that ever happened to you? Would you rather be there or there? Well, there. Well, cool.